this is the playthrough for Brand New Zoo. So we're playing solo, so we're going to use viewfinders and info tents. Viewfinders are these things here, and they score you 1 point for each animal adjacent to the viewfinder, which is up, down, left or right. The info tents here are these things here, and for each enclosure containing an animal adjacent to an info tent, you score 3 points at the end of the game if your zoo has 5 or more in the solo game. Okay, so all you need is to have printed out your play sheet and any expansions that you're using, dice and a pen. So you roll a dice. I've got a 2 and a 6, and you can take one of 3 actions. The first action you can possibly take is to draw an enclosure. These are all enclosures and they can be of varying sizes. So for instance, I could use this 6 to draw 6, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. The trees are included in the as part of the enclosure. Another action you could do would be to put animals listed down here into the enclosure. So for instance, a flamingo, you would need to have rolled a 1 die to put a flamingo into an enclosure, but you need to cross off one of your zookeepers. And the third action you can do on your turn is hire zookeepers, where you circle all of your zookeepers at the bottom, depending on your dice rolls there. So I've got a 6 and a 2, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my 6 to hire 6 zookeepers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's use that dice. And the second dice, my number 2, I'm going to build a number 2 enclosure here. Like that. Excuse my wonky writing. Okay, I've got a 6 and a 2 again. So for my 2, I'm going to add a zebra into this enclosure here. And he costs me 1 zookeeper. So I will cross that zookeeper off there. And my 6, I'm going to build a 6 enclosure. And I'm going to build it here, like so. 5 and a 2. So for my 2, I'm going to build a zebra, and that would complete this part of the enclosure. And my 5, I'm going to get a hippo, and I'm going to put him there. And he costs me 3 zookeepers. 1, 2, 3. Okie dokie. 2 and a 1. I'm going to build another 2 enclosure here, and I'm going to put a flamingo in it, which costs me 1 zookeeper. A 2 and a 2. I've got doubles here. Now this is another action you can do for doubles. You can spend doubles to score 1 point per type of animal. So I've got 3 animals there, so I can spend my doubles to put a 3 in the admission fee there. What that means is at the end of the game I'll score 3 points. Plus any others if I manage to get any more doubles throughout the game. A 6 and a 3. I'm going to build another 6 enclosure, I think. Where am I going to do it? Here. And I'm going to put a penguin in for my 3. Penguins cost me 2 zookeepers. There we go. A 3 and a 2. So I'm going to hire 2 more zookeepers for my 2 dice and build put another penguin in the enclosure for my 3. I'll stick him there. A 6 and a 3. A 3. I'm going to hire 6 zookeepers. 6, and I'm going to spend my 3 dice to get 2 penguins there. Sorry, 1 penguin, but it costs me 2 zookeepers. A 5 and a 6. Okay. My 5, I'm going to hire another hippo for 3 zookeepers. I'm going to place him there. And my 6, I am going to... Do you know what? I'm going to hire another 6. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Build another 6 enclosure down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. A 4 and a 2. A 4 will get me a lion. And a 2 will get me another zebra. So I'm going to go hire 2 more zookeepers and put myself a lion in there for 3. A 4 and a 1. Oh, that's a bit difficult because I can't really get another lion because I don't have enough zookeepers. So I'm going to hire 4 zookeepers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and my 1 to get a flamingo. Stick it in there. 2 and a 1. I'm gonna build a 2 enclosure and get another flamingo for 1. 5 and a 6. So for my 5, I'm going to get a hippo and stick him in there, which costs me 3 zookeepers. And my 6, what do I really want to do? Do you know what? I might still build another 6 enclosure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I really want to get an elephant. I know I don't need a 6 enclosure for an elephant, but I'd like one. I've got a 4 and a 2. So a 4 would get me some lions, but I don't have enough zookeepers, so I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, hire 4 zookeepers and build another 2 enclosure. There. 2 and a 1. 1 will get me a flamingo. Cross him off there. And a 2 will get me a zebra. I'll stick him there. And he costs me 1 zookeeper again. Doubles. So I've got a lion, a zebra, a penguin, a flamingo and a hippo. So I am going to get 5. I'm going to spend my doubles to put a 5 admission on there. 3 and a 1. 3 is a penguin. So I really do want to cross off 2 of these for a penguin. Stick him there. And a 1, I'm just going to get a zookeeper. A 5 and a 5, that's another doubles. So I'm going to again spend that to get a 5 admission total because I have 5 different types of animals. A 6 and a 2. A 6 would get me an elephant, but an elephant's going to cost me 5 and I don't have 5. So I'm going to hire 6 zookeepers. 4, 5, 6. And a 2 is going to get me a zebra, so I'll cross 1 off and get me a zebra in there. A 4 and a 1. 4 gets me a lion, which I really want. So I'm going to cross off 3 to get a lion. He can go live there. And I will hire a zookeeper for 1. The game ends when you've hired your last zookeeper and then you do that round, if complete that round. So a 5 will get me another hippo for 3, which I'm going to do. I'll put him in there. And a 3 would get me my last penguin and it's going to cost me 2. And I don't have 2, so I'm just going to hire 3 more zookeepers. 3 and a 1. A 3 will get me a penguin and it's going to cost me 2 zookeepers, which I now have. And that 1, I'm going to just build that enclosure there. 5 and a 4. So a 5 gets me a hippo and a 4 will get me a lion. I'm going to go for the lion. So I'm going to hire 5 zookeepers and I'm going to cross off 3 of them to get me a lion there. 6 and a 2. I am going to definitely get an elephant, which is going to cost me 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to have to spend my 2 dice to get more of those and cross off these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Elephants have to go across 2, they take up 2 spaces in the enclosure because they're massive. Okay, a 4 and a 6. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. With my 4 dice, I have 4 zookeepers and I'm going to get another elephant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because I have enough zookeepers. And I'm going to put my other elephant there. So I can fit 1 more elephant in that space. A 2 and a 1. I'm just going to hire 3 zookeepers. I've gone around that way, I don't know why. Don't suppose it matters. A 3 and a 1. Okay. I'm going to spend a 1 to put a flamingo in there and hire 3 zookeepers. 2 and a 3. Okay, a 2 is a zebra and I'm full for zebras. So what I might do is create a 3 enclosure there, and I'll still be able to stick a zebra in there for 1. Oh, I've crossed the wrong one off there. And I'll stick a zebra in there. 2 and a 3. Again, a 2 will get me another zebra in there for 1. And I'll build the last 3 enclosure there. A 6 and a 2. Okay, so I'm going to hire 2 zookeepers and my last elephant for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he can go in there like that. Look, so that is now a full enclosure of elephants. Okay, a 4 and a 3. A 4 gets me a lion, so I'm going to hire 3 zookeepers and a lion in there. It's double 6s. Okay, so all a 6s either build a 6 enclosure or stick an elephant somewhere. So I'm going to build a 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I don't have enough. There is my 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and higher 6, because I didn't have enough to stick an elephant in. 4 and a 1. 4 gets me another lion in here, and I cross off 3. That one's already crossed off. 2, 3, and a 1 will stick me. I'll build that 1 enclosure there. 6 and a 1. Okay. So, 2, 6. I hire 6 zookeepers and a 1. I'm going to build a flamingo in there. A 6 and a 3. Oh Jesus, these 6s keep coming up. So a 3 will get me a penguin, which I'll stick there for 2. And a 6 will buy me an elephant, which I'll stick in there for 5. 5 and a 1. 5 gets me a hippo, which is good. Cross off 3. Stick him in there. And a 1. I'll just hire another zookeeper. 3 and a 2. 3 gets me another penguin. Costs me 2. And I'll stick my penguin there. And a 2 would get me a zebra, but I don't have space for a zebra. So what I'm going to do is, because I've got a lot of empty space anyway, I'm just going to hire 2 zookeepers. Because I've hired my last one, I get to do another round. 5 and a 1. So 5 would get me a hippo, but I don't have enough. Oh no, you're allowed to hire the hippo. You just don't cross off any more, so I couldn't do anything with the 1. So 1, 2 for my hippo. You just cross off as many as you can, I believe. And that gets me a hippo in there. And that is me done. I don't think I need to spend the 1 dice, but in case I do, just for fairness, I'll just draw 1 enclosure there. Okay, so let's add the scores up. 1 point per flamingo. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. Zebras get 2 for each zebra, get 2 points. If you've got more than 1 zebra in an enclosure, you get 2 points per zebra. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, because that's 1 enclosure, 10, 12 points for my zebras. Penguins, each enclosure gives you 5 points per 2 penguins. So that's 5, 10 points there. 15 points. Lions, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which gets me 16 points. Hippos is 3 points per hippo. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 points. 7 points per elephant. 7, 14, 21, 28 points. minus 1 point per empty enclosure space. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, minus 7. Admission total is 5, 10, 13. 3 points per completed zone. So this is a zone, so that's 1 complete, so that's 3. This is empty, so it's not completed. That isn't completed, that's not completed. Neither is that, nor that, nor that. That is. So it's 3 and 3 is 6. 10 points if you have one of each animal, which I do. A lion, a flamingo, zebra, penguin, elephant and hippo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, so I get 10 points. And the expansion modules, okay, so we'll do the viewfinders first, which is score 1 point for each animal adjacent to a viewfinder. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points. And the next expansion module is info-tents. If your zoo has 5 or more, you score 3 points at the end of the game. So I would score 3 because there's 5 or more hippos. And there's 5 or more penguins, so I would score another 3 for that one, so it would be 6. So that's 13 plus 6 is 19. So add my scores up. 18, 33, 49, 49. So I'll start again, I've got confused. 18 points for there. 28, 29, 31, 32, 33, 43, 5, 46, 47, 49, 59, 67, 67, 77, 87, 95, 95 points, 105, 106, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 124, 134, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 143 minus 7. So 136 points in total, and that is how to play Brand New Zoo.